12 facts about space you probably didn't know. Ever wanted to learn some cool facts about space but need help remembering them? Today you're in luck because we bring you 12 facts about space that will rock your world. Get ready to have your mind blown by the wondrous things beyond our atmosphere. So fasten your seatbelts and get ready for a wild ride as we explore the incredible universe. Number 1. Neutron stars rotate at a speed of 600 revolutions per second. Neutron stars are one of the fascinating things in our universe. This incredibly dense objects, which can be up to twice as massive as our Sun while having a radius of only 10 to 20 kilometers, have an incredible property. They can rotate at a staggering rate of 600 rotations per second. Neutron stars have a strong magnetic field, which causes them to spin rapidly. Neutron stars emit large amounts of electromagnetic radiation, and some even produce gamma-ray bursts, making them some of the brightest objects in space. Fascinatingly, these super-fast spins don't seem to slow down over time, thanks to the conservation of angular momentum. Understanding neutron stars continues to be an active area of research for scientists today. Number 2. Space is completely noiseless. Space is an incredibly silent place. This may surprise many, but it's true. There is no sound in space for two main reasons. The first reason is that no particles or molecules can move around and bump into each other, which is necessary for sound waves to travel. The second reason is that even if some particles or molecules were moving around, they would have to be extremely close together for sound waves to transmit through them effectively. Since space lacks this kind of matter concentration, any sounds produced within the vacuum of space cannot escape its confines and make their way back to the ears here on Earth. So although we often view spectacular images from space accompanied by sounds, like music or narration, those sounds were all added here on Earth. Space is a silent and beautiful place. Number 3. The amount of stars in the known universe is innumerable. The vastness of space is truly astounding. When gazing up in the night sky, you may be overwhelmed by the sheer magnitude of stars twinkling in front of you, but what you see is just a fraction of the total number of stars in the known universe. There is an uncountable amount of stars out there. Scientists estimate that there are around 100 billion galaxies, each containing hundreds of billions of stars. That's an incredible number. And considering we can only see about 5 to 10% of them with our own eyes, it's amazing to think how much more lies beyond what meets the eye. It goes to show how infinitely large the universe is. It's no wonder why space exploration is so important. It's fascinating to think about what secrets and mysteries could be uncovered out in the great unknown. Who knows what we might find? The possibilities are endless. Number 4. Apollo astronauts' tracks on the moon will likely stay there for at least 100 million years. The incredible achievement of sending the Apollo astronauts to the moon was a feat for humanity that will never be forgotten. In 1969, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin became the first to walk on the moon's surface. Their footprints are still on the lunar surface even after all these years. It is estimated that these footprints could stay there for at least 100 million years because of its lack of atmosphere and wind. The only thing moving them would be an asteroid or meteorite impact, which could kick up lunar dust and erase any trace of humankind's first steps on another celestial body. Despite this, it's still amazing to think about how long such a small part of our history in space will be preserved. Number 5. The Sun accounts for almost all of the mass in our solar system, 99%. The Sun is the largest and most dominant body in our solar system, making up 99% of its total mass. This means that all the planets, moons, asteroids, and comets make up only 1% of the solar system's mass. This immense size of the Sun gives it an enormous gravitational pull, keeping everything else in orbit around it. Without this powerful force, our solar system would not be able to exist in its current form. It's a reminder of how vital our nearest star is as part of understanding space. Number 6. In 1 hour, more energy from the Sun strikes Earth than it consumes over an entire year. It may be hard to believe, but it's true. The Sun gives off more energy per hour than our planet uses in a year. Almost 174 petawatts of solar radiation reach Earth daily and warm up the planet. This is enough energy to power all of the world's electricity needs for over 2 years. Although most of this energy gets reflected in space, some are absorbed by land masses and oceans. This helps keep us warm and supports life on Earth. With such an incredible amount of energy produced by the sun, we can look forward to a bright future. Number 7. If two pieces of the same metal meet in space, they will attach and join together permanently. It's almost a sci-fi movie plot, but it's an actual space fact. If two pieces of the same metal touch in space, they will bond and become permanently stuck together. This phenomenon is known as cold welding or contact welding and occurs when two materials that are clean and have no oxide layers come into contact with each other. The atoms then experience diffusion across their surfaces, which causes them to bond at the atomic level. While this has been observed on Earth under proper conditions, it appears to occur much more quickly in space due to the near-perfect vacuum present beyond our planet's atmosphere. This makes cold welding an essential factor for spacecraft engineers to consider when designing components that must withstand extreme temperatures and pressures. It also means that if two objects made of the same metal come into contact in space, they won't ever be able to be separate again. Thanks to this phenomenon, what was once considered a sci-fi plot has become an interesting fact about our universe. Number 8. The biggest asteroid in our solar system is a colossal piece of space rock named Ceres. One of the most impressive celestial bodies in our solar system is Ceres, the giant asteroid. Ceres measures about 950 kilometers wide and makes up 1/3 of all the asteroids located in the central asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. It's believed that Ceres was formed from debris created by collisions between two large objects after they were broken apart by gravity. While it's not quite a planet, its size had earned it dwarf planet status amongst some astronomers. To put its enormity into perspective, if you were to put all of Earth's landmass together and compare it with Ceres, this would still only be about half as big. This mammoth space rock is an incredible sight for any cosmic explorer. Number 9. One day on Venus is longer than 1 year on Earth. Venus is a genuinely unique planet in our solar system. One of the more eye-catching facts about this fascinating celestial body is that it has longer days than years. That's right. While most planets are measured with 1 day being equivalent to 1 rotation around its axis and 1 year being equivalent to its orbit around the Sun, Venus clocks in at 243 Earth days for a single rotation, but only 225 Earth days for an entire year. This difference can be attributed to the fact that Venus rotates in the opposite direction of all the other planets, making it difficult for scientists to comprehend how or why this rotation pattern is occurring in the first place. Nonetheless, such an odd characteristic makes Venus an interesting study point when considering space exploration. Number 10. Jupiter's red spot is becoming smaller. Jupiter's red spot is a giant storm larger than the size of Earth and has been raging for centuries. In recent years, however, it has been shrinking significantly and may disappear altogether. Scientists are still unsure why this phenomenon is occurring in the first place, but some theorize that it may have to do with the jet streams on Jupiter that have changed direction or location. Despite its dramatic reduction in size over the last few decades, Jupiter's red spot remains an impressive sight, a testament to the power of nature. Jupiter's red spot's shrinkage shows how quickly things can change in space, something we should all keep in mind. Number 11. One of Saturn's moons has a marked dual coloration. Iapetus, one of Saturn's 62 moons, is an incredibly unique celestial object due to its distinctive two-tone coloration. One side of the moon appears much darker than the other, and as of 2018, this strange occurrence isn't present on any other moons in the solar system. The cause for Iapetus's coloration has been linked to its position in Saturn's rings. It is well outside of them and therefore gets hit with a lot more space debris from passing objects. Furthermore, another moon, Phoebe, revolves around Saturn counterclockwise while emitting particles that only hit one side of Iapetus when they pass each other, explaining why the moon isn't completely dark. This is just one example of how mysterious and fascinating our universe can be. Number 12. The placement of the North Star will alter over time. The North Star has always been an integral part of navigation for humans, acting as a fixed point in the sky that can be used to orient oneself and find direction. But it's important to remember that this star isn't fixed. Its position will eventually shift due to precession, which is when the Earth's axis traces out a cone shape every 26,000 years. This means in about 13,000 years, the North Star will no longer be Polaris, but Vega instead. Although after another 13,000 years, Polaris will become the North Star again. So while we may have Polaris guiding us, it won't always be there. We hope you enjoyed this journey through the depths of space and learned something new. Let us know what was the most interesting fact for you. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more future space facts. Thanks for watching.